So I've heard about this happening, and I've never seen it, but everything works on the truck. I can roll all the windows up and down. You know, everything works. But when you try to start it, nothing. So I started doing a little diagnostics and found the fuse blown. Well, this one's actually not blown. This one actually was pulled out of a fuse panel, and as you can see by the damage to it, it was stuck in there pretty good. And I'm keeping it out of the truck because I don't want to blow it. I've got two more of them in the truck that are blown, and what I found is somebody ran the wiring here between the power steering lines. And what this has done is given it a place to melt. So what I was actually able to do, my truck was stuck in the road. I was able to wiggle this harness, and I felt it break free, and then the truck started. So what we need to do is get that harness unstuck. And by we, I mean my short butt. It looks like the easiest path here is going to be take this lower return line off and go around the other side of it. As you can see, somebody previously worked on this truck before I bought it, and every bit of the loom everywhere is completely destroyed. And they really just did very poor quality work. Actually, every bit of damage to this truck that I've had to repair has been because of some shop in Antioch, Tennessee. I hate to say it. I mean, quite frankly, as bad as the work is on this truck, I would go get the paperwork and pull their name just so nobody would go to their shop. The truck has left me on the side of the road 3 different times, and of those 3 times, it has been stuff from that shop in Antioch. It has nothing to do with this being a General Motors truck. It has nothing to do with how it's being used or driven. It's all been because of stuff like wires being broken and taped back together, bolts not tightened down. The torque converter bolts completely fell out of the torque converter. We actually had to find new bolts to put back in it. It's been on and on and on. It's just stupid stuff. So anyway, what we're going to do here is first we're going to get the line routed away from these power steering lines. These wires routed away from the lines, and then we'll... Honestly, the wire doesn't look like it's that damaged. We may just wrap it back in tape and wire loom the outside of it and see if we can't get this truck back on the road and make some money with it. Alright, so you can definitely see that that is not the original clamp on the power steering box. So somebody definitely was in here. Somebody definitely did that. I doubt very much fluid will come out, but I'm going to go ahead and clamp that line anyway just in case, and see if we can't get that clamp off. I've got one of these thingamabobbies. I'm not real fond of them. We'll see if we can get that line off, flip the wiring on the outside, and then we'll look and see what's wrong with the wiring. Stop. Okay, so I did have to take this wire loom apart to have enough slack to get it off, but I was able to get that loose down here, get the wire free from the power steering lines, and now I need to get a flashlight and see what's actually wrong. So I can't get my camera in there in a way you can see it. Well, my phone, but my phone's a camera, so anyway, I can't get in there where you can see it, but the strands of the wire is fine. It's just a little place where the insulation is melted back, and that's what was touching. This is 3M 33 plus. It's rated to like almost 300 degrees. This should suffice, and I think that's honestly probably all I'm going to do with it. I think I'm just going to wrap it up, and it'll be out of the way. I'll probably zip tie it where it's not going to touch that pressure line there, and I think we'll be okay. You know, it's old trucks, but I'm really getting tired of fixing stuff from, I don't even know if I want to call him a mechanic. This guy just did so much hack work. It's hard to believe. This truck was originally from Utah, and it was maintained by the dealership that it was purchased from. Literally everywhere you look, it's stamped AC Delco. And if you look at the Carfax and look at what the shop in Utah did to it, it's all impeccably done work. It's all exactly like factory, very nicely done. And then you look at the Carfax and you look at what the shop in Antioch, Tennessee did, and every bit of that has had to be pulled out and redone. It is so frustrating to know that this truck was such a nice, well cared for truck, and then some dumb mechanic in Tennessee has just started tearing stuff up. So if you're a mechanic in Antioch, Tennessee, and you recognize this 3/4 ton dark gray Suburban, quit your job. You're destroying stuff. You may be making some money, but you're just tearing stuff up. This is not how you do business. Let's see what we got. I think it's fixed. Stupid people. Stupid people.